Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV. This one is going to be free will. So, we have been given the gift of free will here. That's not to be mistaken with giving us the ability to create the rules of this reality. If that were possible, things would be totally different. And lots of people think it'd be totally different for a good thing. Like, this would be some type of utopia, or we could somehow think our way into making this a type of heaven. But that's not actually what would be happening, because the current nature of humanity, with your mind and your body being in direct opposition to your soul and spirit. So even so-called good people fall victim to the manipulation of anything other than love. Because there are people who have been trying for who knows how long to recreate this reality, and the rules are set in place and they cannot do it. And it's not the good people. It's the people who want to be in charge and decide that you have no free will. They try and trick you into thinking you don't have free will anyway, but you do have free will. So, what you have free will to do is to choose love, to choose goodness, kindness, in all the things that come from love. You can choose to dedicate your life to that and to let that fill you up, which brings peace, joy, happiness, contentment, self-control, patience, peace. That's what that will bring. And those are all gifts. Those are gifts of love. Or you can use your free will to choose the opposite of love, which is anything other than love. So that's pride, fear, envy, greed, lust, selfishness. So if you choose any of those things, then it's the opposite of love, and it's going by nature against love. It's anti-love. All of those things are anti-love. So if you choose those with your free will, I say that loosely because you are using your free will, okay? It's just every system that's here has made there are lots of different gray areas for people. And when you get in gray areas, you don't get the gifts of love. You don't get the joy, peace, kindness, contentment, happiness, self-control. You don't get freedom. You don't get those things. You get you might have a few of those, but once you're in a gray scale, you still have some of the other side. So you can pick love, or you can pick not love, which is opposite of love, which is anti-love, which means opposing or in place of. So you're choosing those things in place of love. All of those things that are against love are just shitty knockoffs of love. They're copycats. It's not the real thing, just like lust. So that's an easy one to see. Lust is not love. Our minds and our bodies are just hardwired to lust. That's the nature of our current reality, of the current state of human nature. And you have to train yourself not to do that. Because here's the thing, if you lust, then you can't have the love. And it's a slippery slope. So you let a little bit of it in, and then by default of the nature of our mind and our body, it wants more and more and more and more. So it's not going to stop until it's totally destroyed whatever love that you do have. And that's how divorces happen all of the time. Either they weren't based on love, they were based on lust, or lust got in and deteriorated the relationship one way or another. So that's a very common one I've seen that will be a homewrecker. So a lot of people don't understand that you're choosing the opposite of love, then you can't have the love. And then we don't understand why we're not joyful and happy and have peace and contentment. We don't understand that. Well, it's because we're choosing the opposite of all of those things. And we've been encouraged to do so through our media, music, TV, schools, through every system that's here, has encouraged us to go against love. What they're trying to do. So we have our free will to choose love or not love. What we don't have the free will to do is to change the definition of what love is. We cannot change what love is. Love is the creative life force of this creation, of everything. It is good, and good only. It has no gray or darkness in it. It's only good. People say a lot of the time about, you say the word love, and we've been so conditioned to think of Valentine's Day cards and Hallmark movies and different things of that nature, and music and so-called romance music and novels, which, none of that is real love. If you really get down to the core of everything that's happening right now, all of our systems have tried to rewrite the definition of what love is. And that's actually impossible. You can't do that. You can say something, but it doesn't mean that it makes it true. So how you can test this is follow the rules of our society, follow what they say, okay? And then see how much joy and peace and kindness and patience and self-control you end up with. It's a perfect gauge. It's a perfect gauge. The more love you have in you, the more gifts of love that you're going to have. And love is inclusive. It includes everybody. It's not exclusive, meaning only certain people or groups or whatever can have access to it or have it. Love is not exclusive. Love is for everybody who wants love, regardless of your pigment or where you come from or anything. It is non-discriminatory. Love is non-discriminatory. So people that say only people of this, or this, they do not understand and they do not comprehend love. And you can't be mad at lots of people. You cannot agree with people and you cannot support them. These systems are in place, and these systems are snares. Okay? A snare is a trap that is set, and when the animal goes into it, it yoinks it up and flips it upside down. It flips it upside down from what it's supposed to be. We, as souled individuals, that's what I'm calling us, souled individuals, the people who have the capacity for love and understand love, and if you ever have in your whole life, if you don't have any love in your life right now, but you know what it is and you understand it, you are a souled individual. You come from love. That's where you're going to return to. So, these systems are set up as snares. They want to catch you and flip you upside down from love. They want you anti-love. They want you against love. If this system is fighting you really hard, that's probably a good sign, because that means you are not assimilated to the system yet. Okay? If you are being basically harassed, and not accepted and ostracized from how these systems that we are involved in are functioning, and we'll call that the world, okay? If you do not fit into the world, that means you have not been assimilated yet, which is a very good thing, which means you still have the capability for love. What these systems are trying to do, why I call them snares, they're trying to assimilate you to be against love like they are. Okay? It's like a zombie movie, okay? When you're watching the zombie movie, there'll be like the regular human, and there'll be the zombies, and the zombies know who the real humans are, right? Zombies are only going after the real humans. Well, once the real human gets bit and turns into a zombie, they instantly leave it alone. They don't mess with it anymore because it's one of them. So, in this world of anti-love, it wants to assimilate you to make you also anti-love. And it will find your vice, your one weak spot, and it will beat on it and beat on it and beat on it to try and get you to be against love. Now, when you flip and you do go against love, and you do whatever things that are in opposition to love, and you say screw it, because you're tired of getting beat up on, then you'll get a break. You'll get a reprieve because you've now been assimilated, and now you're functioning and you're going along with the anti-love program. So you fit in. So everybody stops messing with you as much, because you've become one of them. You've become assimilated. The problem with that is once you become assimilated, you start to become desolate. Desolate means devoid of inhabitants, empty. Like lights on, nobody's home. So what the system is trying to do is to take your free will. Kind of making people hive-minded and robotic. So I'm going to call that one good for now because I have another one I want to do right away about the other two options in a mindset kind of way. So thank you and much love. Thank you.